CBS.
Fire Country returns CBS Fall.
I can't wait to see you when Big Brother returns July 17th on CBS.
Wind gusts and showers, some sun and flowers. I'll tell you about a few of our favorite spring weather conditions for the next 7 days. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, riding in the Northwoods in an electric ORV. The dealership in Ontonagon selected to launch the world's first rental program with Polaris. Plus, minimum wage won't appear on the Michigan ballot this November. Wine Advocacy Group is still hopeful to see a change in the state's tipped wages requirements. And how many more homes a Delta County company hopes to get logged on to high-speed internet, expanding access to rural communities. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Those clouds stuck around this evening, and I'm guessing more rain is on the way, Air.
A little bit more rain, but probably not here in downtown Marquette. We've got fairly dry skies and roads, and looking at our bars, no precipitation at the moment. But the east side of, I almost said the state, but yeah, the state up here, Upper Peninsula, seeing some scattered showers again, and then we will have some more light rain moving in. Here's the past couple of hours. It's been, like I said, concentrated mostly in the eastern portions and counties here. Gorgeous sunset earlier this evening. I took that video, and those temperatures right now, though, are in the 50s. Expect them to possibly dip down into the 40s, but your full forecast is coming up in a few minutes.
Very much, Ariam. The first rental dealer of its kind in the world is in the UP. Polaris chose a dealership in Ontonagon to pilot test rentals of its new electric off-road vehicles. WZMQ's Kevin Hodge takes us to Hamilton's North Coast Adventures, where you'll find a new way to explore the UP wilderness.
The first and really the only off-road electric vehicle rental operation really around the world.
Electric off-road vehicles are now available for rent in the Upper Peninsula. Made by Polaris, these ORVs were developed for an untapped market.
We found that there's a real opportunity to bring the control and the quiet, obviously the environmental benefits of EV into power sports.
Through a $700,000 grant from the state of Michigan, a partnership with Hamilton's North Coast Adventures, and 1 year of organizing, Polaris is excited for people to try out their new X2 Kinetic ORV deep in a secluded area.
They work on the grid or off the grid with solar. You can actually get charging out into places like this and bring the electric riding experience a little further off the beaten path, which is really exciting. 2
chargers were unveiled on Thursday that will keep them fueled for hours of riding.
Honestly, even a half an hour or an hour of charging is enough to get you through the day and back to the destination.
The ORVs are up to the task for getting through some tough terrain as well.
Very capable, more than anybody would expect most of the time. So you gotta go and try and experience for yourself, because it's hard to explain how good these vehicles actually are.
Hamilton's North Coast Adventures is offering EV ORV tours until November 1st. In Ontonagon, Kevin Hodge, WZMQ 19 News.
A full-day rental of the new 2024 Polaris Kinetic ORV costs $299 for 9 hours of riding. A German drivetrain testing facility celebrated its grand opening of its first North American office today in Michigan. Atesteo's $27.8 million headquarters in East Lansing will serve as a base for the company's existing and new clients in the state to test transmissions for electric motors, hybrid drive systems, and classic combustion engines. Governor Whitmer spoke at a ribbon cutting this morning, welcoming the company to Michigan and celebrating the 45 new automotive jobs created by the launch.
As transmissions get built just a short drive away, they can easily be brought here to East Lansing, where Atesteo can test them to ensure high quality production continues.
Whitmer says it's another step toward building Michigan's advanced manufacturing industry. A Michigan Supreme Court ruling will leave a $15 minimum wage off the ballots this November. However, the court is still set to release a decision that could repeal and replace the state's 2018 wage law. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from advocates who say we still might see an increase in minimum wage this year.
In an order released Friday, the Michigan Supreme Court said it was not persuaded that it should grant the requested relief to set aside a deadlocked decision by the Michigan Board of State Canvassers, an order that will keep the Raise the Wage petition off of 2024 ballots.
We have been at this in Michigan with really led by thousands of Michigan workers for 10 years, a decade.
One Fair Wage, the advocacy group leading the effort, expressed their disappointment in the court decision. In a concurring opinion, Justice Brian Zahara said the court would not second-guess the state canvassing process, a board made up of 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans, which requires a majority vote for passage. One Fair Wage's president, Sarah J. Rahman, says state Republicans are the ones who deadlocked the original decision.
What we're seeing once again is yet another attempt by Republicans to keep voters from having the right to decide.
Representatives from the Michigan Opportunity Group are applauding the court decision, calling the ballot initiative fatally flawed and warning that the removal of the tipped wage system could do more harm to service workers in the end. Still, advocates for One Fair Wage say minimum wage and cost of living is the #1 topic heading towards the election.
It wasn't guns, it wasn't abortion. It was the fact that I don't have enough disposable income outside of paying my bills to do anything else. I just work to try to survive.
The group is now looking forward to a state Supreme Court decision that would repeal and replace our 2018 wage law, which would put minimum wage up to $12 an hour and pass the issue back to the state legislature. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
A Marquette County activist group is helping voters in the 109th State House District get to know their candidates for state representative. On June 28th, the Marquette branch of the League of Women Voters will hold an open forum with all 6 109th state rep candidates. Questions will be taken from voters in the district and those in attendance and will cover topics important to the district like energy and gun safety. The League hopes the forum will help voters and candidates communicate directly.
Debates, there's no crosstalk, there's no name calling, there's no personal comments, it's not a campaign rally, so it's more direct answers.
That forum will be at the Marquette Township Community Hall on Commerce Drive. Doors open to the public at 5:30 on the 28th, and the forum begins at 6 that night. Access to high-speed internet continues to be a challenge for many rural parts of the UP. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons tells us how one internet provider is looking to change that.
Highline Internet began building fiber optic networks across the Upper Peninsula in 2021, opening its first retail location in Escanaba last year. Today, Highline hosted its 2nd annual construction kickoff event at the Island Resort and Casino.
Tonight's celebration is to kick off our 2024 construction season. This is our opportunity to say thank you in advance for what is going to be a very, very busy summer.
This season, Highline plans to install 1,600 miles of fiber optic internet, reaching almost 15,000 new homes, in addition to its current 20,000.
Our goal is to serve over 60,000 homes, and we're on our way to doing that. We have the funding as a part of a grant program to get fiber out to the communities. So we're very excited to help people out who have been suffering with really terrible internet access for a long time.
Highline celebrated the progress being made toward that goal with the organizations making it possible, like Calix, Leduc Built Construction, and Atlantic Engineering Group.
It's really a team effort in order for us to build our network, and at the end of the day we end up with fiber in front of a household that can genuinely be delighted with a brand new access to the world through a fiber internet connection.
Highline says parts of the UP have been underserved for far too long, and representatives believe they can solve that issue for thousands as the construction season begins.
The rural households have the exact same internet needs as downstate in the Metro Detroit area. Just because somebody chooses to live in a rural part of the community, that shouldn't mean they don't have access to great internet service, and that's our mission.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Harris.
Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, rev up those engines. We have a preview of the season opener at the Sand Speedway when you can check out races this summer. And later, hitting the links in Marquette, how many golfers showed up for the annual outing for the Lake Superior Community Partnership? We're back in 2 minutes.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
What's happening in Washington affects you directly here in the Upper Peninsula. I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. We track the issues and positions of the elected lawmakers you sent to Washington.
We're on Capitol Hill every day reporting on what you care about most.
Education, your money, student loans, healthcare, safety, and privacy.
Coverage you can count on live from our bureau in America's capital.
Only here on WZMQ 19 News.
John's Auto is still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle. Our standards are still the highest. We have the cleanest hand-picked inventory around. That's what we're known for.
John's has built a legacy over the years, if you will, and for us to be able to jump into the service industry, the detailing industry, we provide quality service, timely, reliable, trustworthy, just like John's has for years in car sales.
Come on down to John's Auto and see what we're all about. Sales, service, and detailing.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Are you ready?
It's coming.
I say, are you ready?
The UP State Fair.
Are you ready?
Beginning August 12th.
I say, are you ready?
Be ready for the fun and excitement of the 2024 UP State Fair. Opening night, this year's queen is crowned. Wednesday night, August 14th, it's Tracy Bird in concert. Friday, August 16th is Women's Day and Men's Night. Tickets available at upstatefair.org. WZMQ TV 19, proud to be a reserved champion sponsor of the fair. Be ready for the fair, beginning August 12th in Escanaba.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 first warning weather with Air Stasic.
We do have some sprinkles currently across the UP, mostly though over there on the east half, especially in Newberry, where there could be a little chance there of some thunderstorms even into the evening. As we take a look at Futurecast, when we'll see the next round of rain showers moving in as we make our way through this weekday. Friday morning, we could see some sprinkles up north, but again, a lot more activity over here in Elger and Luce counties, as well as Mackinac County there. Nothing substantial as far as accumulation, just some sprinkles, a little bit of sunshine coming back our way as those clouds clear in the early afternoon, starting in the west, eventually moving to the central and eastern portions there, and then we're expecting mostly clear skies for that Friday evening. Unfortunately, seeing that planet parade on Saturday morning, at least for the majority of us, looks like it's going to be a lot of cloud coverage unless you've got one of those powerful telescopes. We've got showers again, but this time it's going to be along that Wisconsin border for our Saturday morning there, and staying a little bit drier up north for the most part of our Saturday, as Futurecast is showing us. We've got more sprinkles on the way, possibly this weekend. Look at this though, we do have some chances of thunderstorms, especially in Munising on that Saturday afternoon. I know it's Pictured Rocks days starting on Saturday, continuing into Sunday, so make sure you've got your umbrellas packed and a backup plan in case you've got to get somewhere inside. And then more chances of thunderstorms along that Lake Michigan coastline around 4 p.m. Then we should be out of all this stormy weather, at least for Saturday. Now let's take a look at those lows. Most of us in the 50s this evening and cloudier conditions. We could, though, drop down into those 40s, so don't be surprised if you wake up around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when those temperatures are a little chilly, but we will be warming up a little bit tomorrow, 50 to 70 degrees. Again, we just saw those showers are going to be primarily over for the east half and just kind of a strip there in the east. Also, big note here, high risk of swim dangers and rip currents along that Elger County coastline, basically the Picture Rocks Lakeshore, Autrain Bay, and Grand Marais Harbor. So please just look at the water from a safe distance on land and don't get taken away. But if you're ever in a rip current, remember to stay as calm as you can, float on your back if you are out of breath and can't wave for help, and then if you can, swim parallel to shore before you can head on in. Taking a look at this weekend, we've got the farmers market here in downtown Marquette at the Commons. Yes, we will start with some sprinkles. We've got a 40% chance of showers and then possible thunderstorms starting after 1 p.m. Your 7-day outlooks are here in about 15.
Thanks, Sarah. We have some breaking news coming into the newsroom right now. A fully engulfed structure fire in Ishpeming. Very few details are known at this time. This video was sent to us by a viewer. He says it appears the fire is somewhere on West Johnson Street. The structure is completely engulfed and fire crews have closed down surrounding streets. Multiple fire departments have been called in for support, but there's no word right now on what the structure is, if there's anyone inside or any possible injuries. WZMQ will keep you updated as we learn more. Sand Speedway is getting ready for its season opener, and the racers are excited to get rolling. WZMQ's Samuel McKnight takes us up close and personal with the cars and even takes us behind the cockpit.
The sounds of summer are different for everyone, from the hustle and bustle of downtown to the crashing of waves on the beach. But for some people, summer sounds like the screech of tires and the roar of engines.
I just gas pedal to the floor.
Sand Speedway begins its 55th season this weekend, and the racers are ready to get rolling. One racer, Anna Dieter, says she's especially excited to hit the track after having to sit out all last year.
I got a really bad concussion, so I wasn't allowed to race. But I got cleared this season, and I'm excited to be back.
The racers say they all love the adrenaline rush, but for some, racing is more than just a hobby. It's a family tradition. Victoria Hawley says she grew up racing and now has been able to pass it along to her son, who began racing several years ago.
I didn't think it would be that hard to watch your own child go around the track. I thought it would just be exciting like it is for me, but being on the other end, it's a little bit tough. And when he goes out, I feel really a lot of that stress at that moment for sure.
Another racer, Abby Yell, says one of the cars she drives is also somewhat of a family heirloom.
This is a vintage modified, and this was my grandfather's car, actually. He raced for 50-odd years.
But no matter what you drive, the racers say they're just happy to see people come down and enjoy the speedway.
Getting to meet the fans and stuff, I would say that's probably my favorite part.
Samuel McKnight, WZMQ 19 News, Sands Township.
The season opener starts this Sunday at 2 p.m. We'll have a link to the Speedway's full schedule posted at WZMQ19.com. A Marquette art gallery is buzzing with life. The Bee Sisterhood Oracle Gallery is now on display at the Peter White Public Library. The gallery is a combination of art pieces created by women in the Bee Sisterhood to make an oracle deck. The gallery is connected to bees as a representation of the hive or community the organization helps and promotes. The City of Marquette Arts and Culture Communications Coordinator says the sisterhood found the process of beekeeping to be very spiritual.
The process of not just collecting but creating the honey and each of the life cycle of the bees really spoke to that same process of spiritual awakening.
The Bee Sisterhood Oracle exhibit is open through the end of July. All money collected from the exhibit will go to women facing acute financial needs. The Marquette City Band rocked its opening day for its season tonight. The City Band kicked off its summer concert season inside due to the weather. It was moved to the Reynolds Recital Hall. Normally, it's held at Presque Isle Park outside. Tonight, the band performed some classical pieces, one being Normandy Beach by John Edmondson to pay respect to today's 80th anniversary of D-Day. The Marquette City Band president says musicians from all across the UP are part of this band.
Musicians are local in the UP, Marquette area, Negaunee, Ishpeming. We'll occasionally have some people coming up from Escanaba area, Iron Mountain area, but almost all exclusively in the Marquette County area.
Shows are scheduled all throughout the summer. We will have the schedule and more information posted at WZMQ19.com. A new feature at OSF Healthcare in Escanaba is helping patients recover through play. OSF's Rehabilitation Center has unveiled a new patient walkway outside the facility. The playground design creates a comfortable atmosphere for pediatric patients while challenging them physically and mentally through various activities and obstacles. But it also serves as an environment where those with balance difficulties can build their confidence.
Sometimes it's not super exciting to come indoors when you're pediatrics, especially in the summer when it's really nice. They just want to come back more and are excited to get going and work with their therapists and actually do a lot better.
The project was made possible through donations by the Superior Health Foundation, the Edward J. Sackerson Foundation, and the OSF Auxiliary. Stay right here. Sports is on the way right after this.
Not being able to see up close can be frustrating. Introducing Eye Candy, the sweet new way to see everything bigger, brighter, and better than ever before. This lightweight, easy-to-hold magnifier utilizes an optical-grade lens that enlarges print by 300%. Yes, 300%. Embedded in Eye Candy's frame are 12 anti-glare LED lights that dramatically help increase clarity. It's a flashlight and magnifier in one. Lightweight and portable, Eye Candy is ideal for dimly lit restaurants. Read recipes, prescription bottles, or nutritional information. Order now to get your Eye Candy for only $19.99. But wait, there's breaking news. Eye Candy may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Eye Candy is shutting down and stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 Eye Candies per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-957-0215 or visit tryeyecandy.com. That's 1-800-957-0215. Order now.
Have you heard? Affordable healthcare is better than ever. And right now there are more carriers and plans to choose from. The government's Affordable Care Act is available for individual and family health coverage plans with little to no cost to you. 70% of callers qualify for a zero-cost healthcare coverage. See if you are one of them. This is not Medicaid or Medicare. This is the marketplace with the largest selection of healthcare plans from the Affordable Care Act. Call 800-626-9042.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Good evening, everyone. Girls Upper Peninsula track and field team titles came from pretty far stretches of the region. To Kingsford we go, forward to the pass. Division 1 100-meter dash. Gladstone's J.C. Tulgis on the right in purple, 12.65 seconds, just 1/10 of a second off the record. Calumet's Caitlin Strom was next, followed by the Braves' Lauren Sundquist. Tulgis also captured the 200 and was second in the 400. Anchored the 4x100-meter winning relay. Strom was second in the pole, won the pole vault, was second in the long jump. 1600-meter run. Marquette's Ella Fury was able to build a small lead, 5 minutes 31.53 seconds. Houghton's Tessa Raudiola was the runner-up. Raudiola won the 3200. 300 hurdles, Sault Ste. Marie's Annika Olszewski out-leaned Negauni's Sadie Rogers to win by 1/100th of a second, 48.29. Olszewski was second in the 100 hurdles, and she won a relay and was second in another. Negauni's Kira Waterman, an individual double winner, the 400 and the 800 in 2 minutes, 28.2 seconds. Wrapping up with the 4x400 relay, Sault Ste. Marie's Dana Zabo brought home the team across the line in 4 minutes 17.4 seconds. Menominee was second. It's the Blue Devils' first UP title since 2001.
We had some throwers that really stepped up and did some great things. Our relays maintained their spots and got a couple first. And, you know, it was just a really well-rounded win from top to bottom.
Those throwers were Katie Anderson holding the trophy and Annabelle Fazzari. On the scoreboard, Sault Ste. Marie had 117, Negaunee 94. Then it was Gladstone, Marquette, and Houghton. Westwood's Faith Spiroff won the high jump and the long jump. Division 2, the rain stayed away from the girls 4x800 relay. Hancock was not the favorite in the event, I don't think, but Brielle Carroll crossed the finish line nearly 25 seconds ahead of Ishpeming. The individual distance runs were dominated by Pickford's Talia Schreiber and Ishpeming's Lola Corpy. Schreiber won the 1600 in 5 minutes, 19.16 seconds. Schreiber also won the 3200. To the 400 dash, West Iron County's Danica Shamian had a perfect day. She broke the record she set last year with a time of 56.94 seconds. Shamian also broke her record in the 200, going 26.17. The Central Michigan University recruit also won the 100 and high jump. Barker Harris was second, third, and fourth in the 400. The Broncos also saw success in the hurdles. Lauren Zawada 300 in 50.92. Barker Harris won 3 of the 4 relays. Here's Ishpeming's Lola Corpy winning the 800, 2 minutes 26.36 seconds. The enemy recruit held off Pickford Schreiber and Hancock's Carroll at the line. Barker Harris tied the bow on its 3rd straight UP crown by winning the 4x400, 4 minutes 24.4 seconds. Mira Johnson was the anchor. Johnson won the pole vault. Mackenzie Hoffmeyer took the long jump. The Broncos senior class had a great spring, winning a UP golf title and a softball district title.
I'm proud of our senior class. I think we left a pretty good year at our school athletics and academics. I'm proud of all the girls on my team. They did a really good job this year in all sports.
At practice, we just try to push each other as best as we can. Encouragement goes a long way, especially from a coach. I mean, Miss B does not take anything. You're going to run, you're going to do everything that you can to be the best that you can be, and she just pushes me.
It appears Mackenzie Hoffmeyer won the honor of holding that first place trophy for the Broncos. Numbers here, Barker Harris 127.5, West Iron County 82, the Hematites 71, Pickford 69, and Hancock with 56. In Division 3, Newberry showed its strength in distance races early. Samantha Taylor won the 1600 in 5 minutes, 14.91 seconds. Teammate Abby Taylor was second. Kaylin Clark was fourth. Clark had an outstanding leg in the 4x800 relay to help the Indians win that particular event. Lakeland and Hubble's Emily Jokala had a very good day. She set a UPD3 record in the 400 at 58.61. Jokala also set a record in the following event, the 300 hurdles, at 44.8, breaking her mark from last year. She also won the 100 and was second in the 200. Stevenson's Faith Capper took the 800 in just under 2 minutes 26 seconds. Newberry went 2 and 3. Speaking of the Indians, senior Kaylin Clark took the 3200 in 12 minutes, 33.76 seconds. North Dickinson's Maya Grunland was 10 seconds behind for second. There's Ontonagon's Violet Amos winning the 4x400 relay, 4:29.32. Lakeland and Hubble had already clinched the championship thanks to Jokala and her teammates.
It was really hot last year, so there was that. But this year felt like the recovery was easier because it was a little cooler. The rain did hurt a little bit, especially early in the meet, but overall, this weather is much nicer. They've been really good. Everyone just works really hard. I love being with them.
The Lakes captured 1 relay and had a couple third-place results in field events. The numbers here, 72 for the Lakes, 64 for the Indians. Eagles 2 points behind that. 4th place, Kearney Natal scored most of its points in field events. Mariska Lorela won the shot put, discus, and was 3rd in the long jump. Samantha Kesh set a UP record in the long jump, 16 feet, 11 inches. Coming up on your WZMQ 19 Sports Friday at 6 o'clock, we'll have highlights from the Kiwanis Classic Border Bash basketball game with highlights from All-Stars from the Upper Peninsula and Northern Wisconsin that took place at Gogebic Community College.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture. 25 years of fun and you're invited. It's the silver anniversary of the Downtown Marquette Farmers Market. Come celebrate with us every Saturday morning at the Marquette Commons. From 9 to 1, you'll find a wide variety of local foods, produce, art, and so much more. Plus, the Wednesday night farmers market on the 100 block of West Washington Street is back from 5 to 8. For more information, visit mqtfarmersmarket.com. The Farmers Market is presented by the Marquette TDA and sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
Tonight, Mr. Trump, I've got your results right here. Your blood type came back as honey mustard.
Colbert's New with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, tonight on CBS. June is Custom Month at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Whether we are starting from scratch or creating a new piece from old or inherited jewelry, we will help you create your very own one-of-a-kind perfect design. And in June, we will waive the $395 design fee. You imagine it, we will create it. Custom Month at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers.
The greatest sportsmen and women. Icons of our time and beyond. Peerless performances. Champions in a class of their own. Legacies without equal. Timeless quality, superbly crafted stories showcasing the greatest sports heroes and their incredible winning moments. The Immortals, the greatest athletes of all time.
Who'll be there when amazing rises up or need for a warning comes falling down? Will you start a career in the broadcasting industry? Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Temperatures right now in that 50-degree range. However, overnight we'll see about 48 in Houghton and some scattered showers there this evening. Mostly cloudy though across the UP as we get into our Friday. Can you believe it is Friday already? Tomorrow we'll see gradual sunshine, those temperatures in that 60-degree range primarily, warmer down south and of course in the eastern portions. And then looking ahead to our farmers market on Saturday, we'll have some sun, sprinkles, chances of thunderstorms in the afternoon, not too shabby. And then on Sunday for that Kiwanis barbecue, it's looking very lovely. Speaking of lovely, check this out. Always Wandering Michigan, Michelle Lucky takes fabulous footage. She spotted not just one bear, but 5 cubs with this mama in Iron River, one of my favorite places to be. However, I don't want to see that right now.
She always gets the best videos and pictures. I don't know how she does it. Finally, tonight, a Marquette organization hit the golf course today for a charity event that supports economic development in the UP. The Lake Superior Community Partnership held its 24th annual golf outing at the Marquette Country Club, where 90 community partners and local business owners participated in this year's fundraiser. It supports the organization's mission. Golfers say that supporting organizations like the LSCP that help the UP is good for everyone.
What I love about the LSCP is that we really touch everyone's lives one way or another, whether it's direct or indirect. So a lot of our members and investors are businesses and governmental organizations and nonprofits, right? Folks who have a vested interest in that work. But ultimately, when we have a stronger local economy, everybody benefits.
All the proceeds from today will go towards supporting UP businesses. A good day for golf. We'll see you tomorrow.
Pictionary. Play along from home.
Paddle of nunchucks. No!
With a chance to win.
This is unfair. No one knew that Colton was prolific in nunchucks.
5 days a week.
Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local.